Hello, fellow sentient beings. To celebrate the launch of Felisians, the world at stake, I will redraw some panels from the draft version of my comic. Before I go to Photoshop, I would use kid-friendly coding website Scratch to draw digitally. I even started writing Felisians on it. There were 2 different drafts for the comic created in Scratch. The first one was rather aesthetically unappealing, as instead of actually drawing the characters in different poses, I just made a Felisian sprite I could pose. Seeing as I used a front-facing sprite for every character, they all shared the same generic body type. The plot itself was absolutely horrific. It had more plot holes than an 8-year-old's fanfiction and, for some reason, had an anti-education system side plot. The second draft was slightly better in that I finally gave the characters more dimensional personalities and stopped using the front-facing sprite in favour of drawing each pose and body type differently. The plot still had some holes in it, but not nearly as many as in draft 1. This video will be using panels from both draft 1 and draft 2, and in my usual unoutlined art style rather than the comics. Enjoy! The first panel I will be redrawing is from draft 1, as you can see from Sephiroth's stiff flying pose. As you may have noticed, this old version of Felici had flying whales as part of its wildlife. In the current version of the comic, these giant mammals have been replaced by an original whale-like alien lifeform to keep with the internal logic of the Felisians universe. In this panel, you see Sephiroth flying back home, presumably after another day of being disappointed with the education system. This subplot didn't make it to the final comic, which you should totally check out on Webtoon. I basically don't have an upload schedule, but you should be able to read chapter 1 before 2023. Guys, I'm so sorry. I recorded that part 2 weeks before 2023 began. I'm sorry I couldn't finish the comic. Pastor are spreading fake news. I do quite like the redrawn panel. It's certainly better than the original. The second panel I will be redrawing is also from draft 1. These 2 characters were twin Meowpera singers. I thought I was clever with that pun, but to my defense I was quite young when I started writing this comic. This panel was supposed to invoke the feeling of listening to these characters sing, with each unique colour and voice contrasting yet blending into each other. If I were a better artist, I could have drawn something beautiful. One of the featured characters I made it into the final version of the comic. Because I know most humans enjoy surprises, I will not tell you which character it is, nor their name. Again, the redrawn panel is definitely better than the original. The third panel I will be redrawing is actually from Draft 2. You can see the musical twins from the previous redraw in the corner, and another character that looks a bit like a bat. Well, this character's name, or perhaps their title, was the Illuminator, who were a socially awkward but wise mentor type of figure, and during their backstory they discovered that they had prophetic powers, became an outcast, and ran away after they foresaw a disaster they couldn't stop, in this case the asteroid. Reminder, this character was created long before a second film was released. Please don't sue me, the Illuminator doesn't even appear in the final version. Anyways, here's the redrawn panel. Anyways, that was interesting. I hope you enjoyed this video. Have a wonderful rest of the day, and I'll see you in the next one.